stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Now the Grizzlies with it. Jackson from long range. Avdia with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Simons, the pass to Avdia. Sinks the three-pointer.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Wells' shot is good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Greg, with how explosive John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And the wide-open shot from Avdia sinks the triple. Avdia's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bain kicks to Morant. Back to Bain. From past the arc. Portland grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Sharp. The offensive rebound. A kick out to Simons. Traps in the tray.
Well, Simons loves to take threes. He's dependable from there.
Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Grant's checked in. Ayton the screen. Simons kicks to Grant. From outside, off the mark. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now, here's Morant for 3. Avdia with the rebound. The Trailblazers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. On the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to flip.
Don't hold the ball. Let it rip.
That is amazing. Simons with the screen for Ayton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. And that one's good. Morant.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Jaw's ability outside the arc.
The 3 ball. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Simons, the pass to Avdia. Back to Simons. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Simons has got his second bucket tonight. It's Morant with the drive. Outside, Bain. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Grant.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now Morant, following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Avdia can't hit. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 17-6 run. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Outside, Simon. Grant outside. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb. Sharp's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. And here's Morant. Shoots over Simon. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Ja Morant has been leading the charge. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Klingon. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the three spot. Here's Kamare. He has yet to score. Fires for three. The rebound by Pippen.
Oh, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 4. Out to the wing. Henderson against Pippen. Henderson looking it over. Here's the screen. Grant kicks to Thybulle. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Thybulle's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Robert Williams is checked in for Portland. Kennard for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And that one's good. Thybulle.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Kennard. The three-pointer off the mark. Henderson finds Thybulle. Williams with the ball. Three-pointer. And Matisse Thybulle gets the 3. Thybulle's got 12 now in this quarter.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open 3.
Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's the 3. And that one is off. There's 1:59 left to play here in the second quarter. For the 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen. Brent with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And they get it. A shot by Wells, no good. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. From deep. Kamar misses. Grizzlies shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Portland leading by 10. From downtown, Wells grabs the miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simons kicks to Avdia. Pass to Kamare. Wells with the steal. Down low. Lobbed up there for Wells. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Now, here's Sharpe. Simons from outside. Oh, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
Morant is the point, with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Edey. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Ayton wide open. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
You can see Ayton does a good job of just picking a line and running the court that time.
There's Jackson with the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Ayton. Tries a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bain's got 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Sharpe. Outside, Avdia.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The Bad Boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Payton for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Wells with the steal. The tray. Pass to Jackson, and stolen by Sharpe. 3-pointer, Simons. They get it back. And here's Sharpe. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Buries it from three-point range. Simons has got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. Jackson gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Kamare misses. For Memphis, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Outside for Jackson. Bain inside the three-point line. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Kamare. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by Kamare.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dives for it. Here's Ayton. That's good from 17 feet away. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Well, hitting that mid-range shot, this is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
From deep three-point territory. Up again. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Wells. No good from outside. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 13-point lead. They get it back. Pass to Kamare. Takes the three. Cans it from downtown.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Edey. And another miss by Memphis.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Abdia can't hit. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Now, here's Morant for three. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Sharp. Second shot opportunity. Here's Ayton. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Ayton's got 7 now in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about.
And so it's Portland holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Portland, they've got Grant. Scoot Henderson is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon, and it's Williams at the power forward. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
And Memphis with another turnover here.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Trailblazers leading by 21, puts up a deep three. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Bain's got his 6th rebound on the night. Clark for three. Here's Wells. The rebound by Grant. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams dishes to Grant from outside the arc. Klingon with it. Pippen on him. Williams for three. Offensive rebound. Grant the pass to Williams. There's the three. Pass to Henderson. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
It's almost as if he's allergic to laying. This guy has got to throw it down at every opportunity.
You know his teammates love seeing him explode to the rim like that. Here's Aldama. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Grant finds Thibault. Portland no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Payton for three. Aldama banked in off the glass.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Grant for three. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bangs home the trifecta.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Here's Klingon. Pass to Thibault. Launches a three. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Fires away from way outside. Now Henderson. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some changes for Memphis. Edie's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. There's Jackson with the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 20. Avdia kicks to Ayton. That three off the mark.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher there. I don't know how he could think that's a good shot. That's not who they want out there jacking up threes. And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of them out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
It's offline from half court.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Outside, Avdia. Ayton in the corner. Fades away. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Outside, Avdia. Now Sharp. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
That can straight up fly, like a team full of young Richard Jeffersons. Look, I've been on some crazy athletic teams before, both in college and the pros. And these teams, oh, they are right up there in terms of athleticism.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
The drive by Morant. Jackson for 3. Here's Edey. Kicks it out to Bane. And here's Morant outside. Counted from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Dort. 3-pointer. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Great D that time from Bane.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Edey. And stolen by Holmgren. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Some room here for Dort. Launches it. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Here's Wells. Williams defending. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. In transition. Dort for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pass to Jackson. The 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Williams from long range. And Morant clears the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Takes the 3. Pass to Bane. Jackson with it. Back to Morant. Bane with it. Just 5 on the clock. Good. And the setup by Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Wells, that's good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Pass to Edey from downtown, and another 3 from Memphis.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Dort. Softly drops in the floater. Dort's got 5.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Kicks it out to Jackson on the wing. Bane. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thunder trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Hammers the lob through.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the offensive rebound. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Dort for three. On target from range. Give him 8 points now.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
The drive by Morant. He can't get it to go.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Memphis ahead. They lead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Memphis.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Pippen in at the point guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Kennard for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wiggins. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Thunder trail by 5. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Buries it from 3.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Jackson the screen. And Luke Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Uncovered. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Wallace's shot is good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Kennard outside. Pass to Pippen. Kennard on the wing. Clark with the screen. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-3 run. Offensive rebound. Knocked away. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Lets it fly. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got 11 points. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Wallace. 4-3. He can't hit that time. Grizzlies lead by 3. Kennard outside for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Caruso outside. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Caruso's got 6 here in the quarter.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kennard for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And it's Kennard on the take. Misses from close range.
Walker foul call. Jerry Jackson Jr. This point, personal foul.
The free throw drops for Williams.
Memphis foul. Jerry Jackson Jr.
And he sinks the second.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he can't make it 3 for 3. And no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
From deep, Morant. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2-point game. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
And the Grizzlies shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. And it's Morant, so quick.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
Hartenstein passes to Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Jackson with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Baseline try. And it's Morant again missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Taking 2 shots. The play is under video review. There will be 2 minutes to review.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And another miss by Memphis. Oklahoma City's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Here's Morant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside. SGA.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Morant with it, guarded now by Williams. Pass to Bain, lets it go from deep. And again it's Memphis missing. Thunder leading by 5. Dort outside, puts up a 3. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by Jackson. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. From deep, Morant. And they'll get another chance. And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
From deep, Morant. Given that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor. Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Morant outside. And it's Morant again missing. Thunder leading by 5. Here's Dort. Misses the finger roll.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Dort against Bain. Dort outside. 3-pointer, no good.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Bain, no good. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting around 41%. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Here's Aldama. Clark, the pass to Morant. The 3-pointer is down, Ja Morant. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. With 1 on the clock. And it's blocked by Clark. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Desmond Bain, Brandon Clark out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
They get it back. Aldama, the pass to Wells. Deflects the pass. Inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And here's Caruso outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Williams is checked in for Williams.
Now to the line for the point. Number 6, James Williams.
Bain with it. Picked by Aldama. They get the rebound. Pass to Wells. On the wing, Bain to tie it up. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. On the wing, Caruso. And he makes it on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 5.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
The 3 from Bain. That doesn't go either for Bain.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The kick out to Williams. From the arc. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wiggins. Caruso outside. There's the triple. Williams passes to Wallace. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. Here's Williams. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. This one for 3. Wells, that's good.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 4. The kick out to Wiggins. Down low. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
The Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Here's Dort. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Snatched up. Pass to Wells. And stolen by Williams. Here's Dort. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Bain. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
.119 left to play in the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Dort up top. They shoot again. Outside, Williams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Grizzlies trail by 6.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
At the line for review.
The second one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups. See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
51 seconds left in the game. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Jackson with a screen on Dort. Jackson outside. And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The kick out to Williams. Six to shoot. Count it!
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Morant into the lane. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. Pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
Here's Dort. Williams passes to Dort. The 3 is up. No good there. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. And all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it.
rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Now, here's Sharp. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's Dort. A 3-ball. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Simons against Dort. Simons, the pass to Ayton. And Sharp has it in the corner. Driving the lane. Second chance effort. And Ayton with the layup.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Beyond the arc. That one, no good. Now, here's Sharp. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, Dort. Following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Here's Simons after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Ayton a screen on Holmgren. No coverage that time. Avdia's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's the lob to the hoop. Williams with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That's his first foul. Grant, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Wallace against Simons. Pass to Avdia. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace with the ball, and Simons picks him up defensively. Dort left side, and stolen by Sharp. And finished off by Avdia.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. you have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D, the versatility. That is pretty special. That puts them in the lead. Wallace has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Avdia kicks to Grant. Good on the three-point shot.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Here's Wallace. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Portland leading. And there's Grant on the assist by Simon. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
To the inside. Here's Avdia. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Williams to stop the run. Fires from deep. Wallace misses. It could go. Unable to get that one. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Trailblazers.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Klingon is out there with Grant. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the three, the small forward. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
Here's Klingon. Grant gets a wide-open look. Nailed from three-point land. Grant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Williams for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now here's Henderson. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that's blocked. And the wrist. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right here.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
It's stolen by Dort. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And good that time. Wiggins has got his first points of the night.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Here's Henderson, got a piece of it. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Ayton throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Now, here's Simon. He has yet to score. They get the rebound. Williams. Shoots over Dort. And it's Simon's missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now, here's Grant.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact, he gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Henderson pulls it in. And here's Portland. They're on a 19-6 run. And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Under trailing by 19. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. There's the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Moving it up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Ayton. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. No good on that one. Simons with the defensive effort. Grant surveying the D. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wallace. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Trailblazers lead by 20. And we'll be back with you right after this.
22.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Taking a look at the Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Thunder trailing by 18. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Kamare. Ayton the screen. Portland again missing. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Williams, and the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Trailblazers leading by 16. Pass to Avdia. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Trailblazers have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Kept alive. Now, here's Sharp. No good again that time. Sharp against Dort. And the shot goes in. Dort's got 7 points in the game.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Thunder trailing by 14. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Out to the right wing. Inside, pass to Kamare. Ayton the screen. And the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got his first 3 points of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Dort.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
And it's Sharp missing. Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's Kamare. Drills it from outside. Kamare's got 6 points in the quarter. The Thunder have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Holmgren can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lets it go from deep. Kamare misses. Thunder trailing by 17. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Avdia can't hit. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-6 run. Williams outside. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one. Sharp sinks the triple. Sharp's got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Kamare. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Avdia. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding a big 18-point lead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. And you see it right there on display.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Williams, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Henderson. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Klingon in the center. It's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Wiggins from outside, hands it from downtown.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Klingon. Portland moving the ball around. Three-pointer. They get it back. Grant with the ball. Klingon with it. He's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Grant for 3. The putback. Goes up again. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 17. And here we go. And Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Grant with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Williams with the steal. Got a hand on it.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
And that one's good by Henderson. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Blazers.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Takes a step back. Here's Grant. Rebound by Williams. Under trailing by 16. Here's Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And so here is Oklahoma City. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Trailblazers leading by 19 points. Simons finds Sharp. This one for 3. Ayton, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
Holmgren can't hit. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Now, here's Simons. Launches it. Rebound by Williams. Got a piece of it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Thunder ball. On the floor for your Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant.
Williams from outside. Again, the miss by Williams. Thybulle on the wing. Henderson outside. Pass to Klingon. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Avdia passes to Simons. Back to Avdia from deep three-point range. Out to Simons. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Pass to Wells. Here's Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Simons outside. Off the outside. Here's Kamare. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Right wing. Wells, the pass to Bane. Sends it home from three-point land.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Kamare. The offensive rebound. Simons outside. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. From outside the arc, here's Edey. Back to Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Grant's checked in for Portland. Portland trailing here. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
To the middle. Sharp finds Ayton. And here's Grant from the arc. The rebound by Edey. And it's Bane with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down low. Morant, the pass to Clark. And the officials call a traveling violation for the Trailblazers. Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton. Kamara comes in for Sharp. And it's Henderson in for Simons. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. Now here's Grant. From beyond the arc and then some.
Quick shooting from Grant. He gets it and takes it. It's just that easy for him sometimes.
Here's Bane. Here's Aldama. And the 3 off target. And the Trailblazers shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Avdia, right side. Henderson, left side. For 3, Klingon. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Memphis has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Bain, the pass to Aldama, kicks it out to Clark. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Portland leading. Here's Kamari. No good on the 3. And now the Grizzlies on the run. A good look from Bain. Off target from the wing. He can't get it to go. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Trail. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Jeremy Grant out there with Klingon. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Henderson. And it's Kamari in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Kennard. This one for 3. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got 4 rebounds in the game. Grant with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Kamari. Here's Klingon. Here's Kamari. Launches it from deep. Portland again missing. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Thybulle sinks it from distance.
Yeah, just a great find by Klingon. As he plays more and more, the game will slow down for him.
Basket counts.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Henderson, the pass to Grant. Outside Thybulle. Jacks up a 3. Pass to Kamari. Grant, left side. Outside Thybulle. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer. Thybulle's got 6 points.
Yeah, nice dish there by Grant. Playing unselfishly and putting the team ahead of himself.
Kennard way outside. The 3-ball. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3 is up. And it's Thybulle missing. Grizzlies trail by 4. Kennard with it. Thybulle picks him up. Fires the 3. And Luke Kennard good for 3. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Henderson, the pass to Grant. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-ball to go. Grant's got his second bucket of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Klingon. Grant outside. They get it back. Outside for Henderson. 4-3. Can't get it to drop. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Trailblazers lead by 4. And here's Grant from the arc. Cleared away by Wells.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. Jackson on the wing. There's the triple. They get it again to the inside. Now here's Grant, guarded by Bain. Outside Thibault for three. On target from range. Thibault's got 9.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Jackson can't get it to go.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And here's Grant from the arc. Pass to Williams. Here's Klingon. Now here's Grant. Shot clock at 6. Back to Henderson. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Fades away. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Just a patient play by Henderson, taking his time despite the clock.
Jackson with a screen on Thibault. Outside Bain. Pass to Pippen. It's stolen by Thibault. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Just 4 seconds left in the second period. Here's Simons. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Portland. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. But he's Thibault with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. Grizzlies trail by 8. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bain, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bain well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Yep, that one goes.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Wells. Still no points. Back to Moran. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Here's Simons. He's got 5. Here's Ayton. Yep, that one's good. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Wells offline with a 3. For Portland, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Kept alive. Pass to Kamari. Lets it go from deep. Ayton passes to Simons from the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Drains the triple. Abdia's got 5 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Here's Ayton. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edey. And yep, it's good.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
The lead now cut to single digits. Edey's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Pass to Kamari. And here's Simons outside. Fires in the triple. Give him 8.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Grizzlies trail by 8. Beyond the arc. Simons with a rebound. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this 3rd quarter. 3-pointer Sharp. Now Ayton, outside Sharp. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. Bain surveying the D. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Avdia. Launches it. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Sharp. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Morant. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? And so it's Portland, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Delano Banton out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Robert Williams. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Rupert, he's checked in for Banton. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
From deep. Memphis with a rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Bain. Pure from 3-point range.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Henderson for 3. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Portland making a switch here. Thibault's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson is checked in. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Here's Pippen. Here's the 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
3 points.
4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Grant. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson attacking. Here's Wells. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Portland, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And here's Grant from the arc. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, the length and athleticism Grant possesses is hard to match up against, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
Simons is checked in for Portland. And he's good on the 2nd. Lots of Grants in the NBA over the years. Jeremy Grant acts like a guy who grew up around the league. You can really see it, Coach.
Well, Brian, he really did grow up around the league, and really just a high IQ player, great in the locker room, gives you great energy and effort every night.
Portland leading by 5. Grant outside. Let's go with a three. Counted from distance. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter.
High effort plays tend to pay off for Grant on offense. He knows how to work his way to a shot.
Jackson can't get it to go.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And here's Simons outside. Outside for Grant. Fires from deep. Memphis with a rebound. On the wing, Bain. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
To the paint. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, Morant. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
The three, Simons, that one's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
Jackson against Avdia. Offensive board. Pass to Wells. From downtown. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Wells has got 4 points this quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Here's Kamari. It's Sharp on the wing. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player is tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Morant, no good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Kamari. Takes the 3. And Morant clears the board.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Picked his pocket. To the right side. Here's Edey. Stolen by Ayton. It's a one-on-one situation.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. And so it's Memphis with it. 7-point differential. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Knocks it down from distance.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here are the Blazers with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kamari, no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Back to Simons. It's Sharp on the wing. And so Portland takes the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
step up and fill that role.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. The kick out to Bane. And the 3-ball is good.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Williams dishes to Holmgren. Fires the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And it's Dort off the try. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you love it when Dort gets that kind of momentum and is charging towards the basket. Not many people wanting to get in his way.
Pass to Wells. Morant with it. Dort covering. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Wells wide open. Drills the baseline jumper.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Jackson. The 3 from Morant. Bangs home the trifecta.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Jaw's ability outside the arc.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try. That's tipped. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And they're running. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Bane. Here's Dort. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Morant with a wide-open look. No good from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Williams with a clean look. Cans it from downtown. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Pass to Jackson. A second chance effort. On the wing, Jackson. Here's the 3. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. He was all alone on that one. Wells has got his second bucket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Dort. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fast break, here they come. And the dunk by Wells.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Hartenstein.
And running offense through Holmgren. Great court awareness and really unselfish.
A kick out to Bane. On the wing, Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Williams can't hit. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Bane with it. Dort covering. Pass to Wells. On the wing, Jackson. And it's good off the back rim and in. 5 points in the game.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. That one, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight. Met has really come out with great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
We've got Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wiggins in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. The offensive rebound. Here's Wiggins. Williams for 3. Kennard with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
And it's Wiggins missing. Memphis leading by 8. Jackson passes to Kennard. Down low, Clark to the inside. Takes it off the glass. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Here's Aldama. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Shots good by Kennard.
This is what Kennard is out there to do. He has the green light to fire away.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to Kennard. From deep 3-point land. Outside for Pippen. Jackson passes to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Right side Jackson. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Memphis moving it around. Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. Under trailing by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to Wallace. Wiggins outside. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Pippen. Clark, the pass to Kennard. Jackson has the open look. It's good from long range. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Wells, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Dagnall said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Now, Clark, after the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. Back to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Holmgren wide open. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Sinks the triple. Baines got 6 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Dort misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. This one for 3. Bain, no good. Oklahoma City shooting just 31% in the game. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Williams outside. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Morant outside. Up in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Memphis out in front, leading by 17. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5. Now here's Morant. Jackson from long range, and Holmgren pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shot's good by Williams.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bain with it. Dort covering. Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick.
Kick ball.
Bain against Hartenstein. With the step back, Jackson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 6. The Grizzlies with another miss. Bain against Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Memphis leading by 15. Wells with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. From deep, Williams. Edey with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. And then Morant slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. They get it back. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Memphis is getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Morant. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Aldama's checked in.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks awarded by just 1/3 of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Morant gets it to go.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And he's good on the 3-ball. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there. The 3 from Morant. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Wasted no time on that one. Morant's got 19 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
There's the triple. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jackson from long range. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Alex Caruso. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Wiggins in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Clark inside, working on Williams. From past the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Bain looking around. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pippen, no luck. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. That shot wide open. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Payne for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caruso. The three-pointer, no good. Memphis leading by 20. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Aldama can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. Wiggins kicks to Wallace. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wallace has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Sharon Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. They get it again. Outside, Dort. Payne with the steal. Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Williams. The Grizzlies with another miss. Thunder trailing by 17. From the arc. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Beyond the arc. Outside, Dort. From outside the arc. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D. And there's your 3.
And stolen by Williams. Fader on the way. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here is Payne. 1:07 left in the 4th quarter. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Left side, Williams. And the lead is down inside single digits.
They're wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
43 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Morant, right side. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Wells dishes to Morant. 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Fires from way outside. Can't hit that one. Good. So it's Memphis picking up the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Jay, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Anthony Simons out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Dort for 3. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Sharp with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And stolen by Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Takes a step back. Avdia outside. Fires for 3. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Williams on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. For Portland, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Portland. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Avdia from outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Dort for 3. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Ayton against Hartenstein. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Dort. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Connects from downtown.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Fires in the triple. Kamare's got 6 points.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Oh, wow!
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
And it's Simons missing. The Thunder have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. There's the 3. The shot by Dort, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Simons outside. Drops in the 3.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who is always looking for ways to improve.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes both free throws.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Kamari. Now here's Thibault. Henderson outside. He gets it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a good game so far as we... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
They've got Williams, Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Wiggins in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Now here's Grant. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3, and it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. And stolen by Williams. High arcing shot and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Wallace. Off target with the 3. Blazers trail by 4. Henderson left side. Puts up a deep 3. Wallace pulls it in. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
On the break. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
And he makes it.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Portland making their last shot, and the bucket is good.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
To the paint, deflects the pass. The finish! Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Klingon. Pass to Kamari from deep. Williams grabs the board.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Caruso, pass to Williams, and he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Kamari. And here's Grant from the arc. Drills it from deep. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
That's GA doing his thing in close. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Wiggins, oh, and makes it with the kiss.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Grant. 6 points for him. Thibault, that's good.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
Wallace misses. Blazers trail by 5. Here's Henderson. Drops in the layup for 2. Henderson's gotten his second bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Portland has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. They set the pick. Nice move. Another one falls for Portland.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Wallace outside. No good. Had a chance to win the run there. And here's Simons outside. On target from range. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead. Pass to Hartenstein. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's Simons. Avdia from outside. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Portland ahead, up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Sharp. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Both free throws good from Sharp. Thunder trail by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Dort for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Good on the bucket. Sharp's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Off target at the rim. Here's Sharp. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. A 3 off the inbound. Oklahoma City has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. It's Dort on the wing. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. So Dort's gotten his third basket of the night. Pass to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. Sharp with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Simons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 points for him. No good on the triple. Now the Blazers moving it up. Pass to Simons. He shoots it. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
The Thunder making a switch here. Caruso is checked in. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Thunder trail by 8. Williams from long range. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it.
A big finish right there.
He destroyed the rim.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Pass to Sharp. Oh, there's the alley.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Three-pointer, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Sharp with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Williams against Simons.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. And Williams punches it home.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena doors right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Now here's Simons. He's got 16. Three-pointer Sharp. Gets the three to fall. Sharp's got 11 points.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Simons with a steal.
Yeah, the vertical for Sharp is there. He'll be a challenge to contest in this league for sure.
Thunder trail by 11. Dort outside. Knocks down the triple. He's got 13. Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. The three from Ayton. Caruso grabs the board. Dort left side. From behind the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. That shot is off. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers up by a healthy 8. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Aaron Wiggins. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Jang in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here's Wallace. From outside the arc. Williams grabs the board. Grant outside. 4-3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Wiggins looking around. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers lead by 10. Thibault with it. Caruso covers. Henderson outside.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Wiggins from long range. And Klingon pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And it's Williams off the drive. The layup off target. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Klingon. Up top, Grant. 5 on the clock. Pass to Klingon. It's stolen. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. Now here's Sharp going inside. Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation? The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Here's Williams beyond the arc. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Portland.
Both free throws good from Sharp. Thunder trail by 11. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Coach likes that look, and Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
Pass to Ayton. It's Sharp on the wing. Simons, a screen on Dort. Here's Sharp, drives to the hoop, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Here's Dort, and there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:56 left in the fourth. Dort for 3. They get it back. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Stolen by Sharp.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Portland making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Simons with a steal. Here's Sharp. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Both free throws good from Sharp. Thunder trail by 11. Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. Abdia, and stolen by Holmgren. Dort, right side. Puts up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And here's Grant from the arc. The Trailblazers rebound. Ayton finds Abdia. The 3. Buries it from 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Trailblazers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Simons.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Here's Dort. Portland making their last shot. This one for three. It doesn't go for him. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.